about a year ago, I decided that I was interested in creating a show that involved a handful of people I had met through studies in Montana, as well as through some exhibitions, both through some exhibitions nationally. And so I wrote a proposal under the idea of basing my work around a group of people who I truly admire in the work they make, and in order to build a show that portrayed similarities as well as contrast between ideas I was dealing with in my own work. My work deals with contemporary abstraction that touches on this idea of concealing and revealing and how that relates to the body, and really kind of the idea of an actor within a stage. And in doing that, I picked 4 artists, and in this exhibition, the 4 artists include Roland Beamish, this guy, John Powers, the one next to him, Chris Turbuck, who's not here, and Lori Hyras, who's also not here. I felt that the mediums in which they both used created a diversity within the show, and they kind of touched on also some really similar underlying concepts, which led to the title of the show, which is A Glimpse Inward. Variations on this theme are what really attracted me to the artists that are included. We have Chris, who is actually working still on this graphic novel. And Chris is an artist who really works from a very introspective process. It's all autobiographical. And I was really interested in the idea of, if my work had dealt with the idea of peering through windows, Chris's was a contrast on that, where he was actually peering into, we were peering into like his inner psyche. And the nice thing about Chris's work is you start to get a glimpse into his thought pattern, and actually into really banal events. The graphic novel is actually titled Fruitless, and it addresses probably the last 3 years of Chris's life, where he's attempted to make work, build a career while applying for jobs, and it deals with like almost like this heroic idea of the artist, as well as this really vulnerable character. And the nice thing I enjoy about this is actually the characters within his comic are some of the people around him. Portrayed would be myself and Lori, and not in the comic, but Roland has been a character. And some of those things actually really started to bring together a group of the people that were included in this exhibition. Also, as a way of kind of tying the exhibition together, I started thinking about this idea of history. For me, it would be a history of the process, being a painter that's really process-oriented. But at the same time, I started finding ties between John's work, which really searches for kind of a solidarity in his own past. And in that sense, Lori Hyras' video did the same thing, where she actually explores a process of drawing and erasing in order to research real life events. And actually, her video addresses the research of Francis Galton and his discoveries on genetic traits. And so, with each of these artists, you get a small glimpse into what they're working on. And I used kind of like this opportunity to kind of bring together, people that I truly admire, being an artist, and at the same time, trying to put together a common thread between the work. And so, this is A Glimpse Inward, and I hope you enjoy it.